right, good evening, everyone. I am Brian. You are Chords and Notes Nation. These are my two unnamed trolls, and this is another music reaction. Interesting story behind this one. I randomly received an email from the artist asking, um, asking if I would be willing to take a look at the song and do a review. And I'm more than happy to do that. So, name of the artist is Nittoli, if I said that correctly, and the song is Drop It Low. The only thing I know is this is probably in the rap hip-hop genre, which those of you who are familiar with my channel, familiar with my musical tastes, that's not necessarily in my wheelhouse as far as what I prefer to listen to. However, Mr. Nittoli did reach out to me, and I said I would be more than happy to give a raw, unedited, and honest reaction to his work. So, without any further delay, drop it low.
Yeah. Okay. Whoa. Drop it low, drop it low, drop it low, drop it. Drop it low like it really was your birthday. Drop it low like you're home on a work day. Drop it low, this ain't nothing for the workplace. Drop it low, drop it low, drop it low, drop it low. Drop it low like it really was your birthday. Drop it low like you're home on a work day. Drop it low, this ain't nothing for the workplace. Drop it low, drop it low, drop it low, drop it low. Low. Drop it low, drop it low. Drop it low, drop it low. No job, no money, no weed though. Instagram every day of the week though. Drop it low, girl, I'm tryna see them cheeks go. Drop it low, you ain't doing this for me, no. Drop it low like you're looking for your keys though. Drop it low, come on, show me you a freak though. Drop it low, you can do it in stilettos. White girl from the burbs gone ghetto. Drop it low like you're trying to get a check. Drop it low, break your hands, break your neck. Drop it low, girl, now pay me my respect. Drop it low, let that ass resurrect. Drop it low like it really was your birthday. Drop it low like you're home on a work day. Drop it low, this ain't nothing for the workplace. Drop it low, drop it low, drop it low, drop it low. Drop it low like it really was your birthday. Drop it low like you're home on a work day. Drop it low, this ain't nothing for the workplace. Drop it low, drop it low, drop it low, drop it low. Low. Drop it low, drop it low. Drop it low, drop it low. Drop it low like you're working for your phone, girl. Drop it low like you're doing this at home, girl. Drop it low, I know you're all up in your zone, girl. 5 more stacks, then she going home like, girl. Drop it low like your boyfriend looking. Drop it low, make your girls think you're hooking. Drop it low, gonna bring it right back, though. Drop it low, turn them titties into racks, though. Drop it low, through the money up in stacks, though. Drop it low like they trying to see your past go. Drop it low, gonna show me how that ass go. Drop it low, do it better than my last go. Whoa. Drop it low like it really was your birthday. Drop it low like you're home on a work day. Drop it low, this ain't nothing for the workplace. Drop it low, drop it low, drop it low, drop it low. Drop it low like it really was your birthday. Drop it low like you're home on a work day. Drop it low, this ain't nothing for the workplace. Drop it low, drop it low, drop it low, drop it low. Drop it low, drop it low, drop it low. Drop it low, drop it low. Drop it low. Drop it low. Drop it low. Yeah.
Okay, drop it low. So I'm going to save all of you a lot of trouble, and forgive my recording if there is a lag between the audio and video. Sometimes it does that. I'm working with simple equipment, which is part of the reason why all of my videos are unedited. So cover art and all that other stuff, I just don't add into it at this point. At some point when I upgrade my equipment, most definitely I will be changing things a little bit. However, I'm going to save you guys a lot of trouble. Those of you who want to say you just don't get it, because you're right, I just don't get it. And when I mean that, I mean as far as the rap genre is concerned. The song itself, It was basic. There was a basic song structure, and that was just sort of a phrase that was repeated, and I mean a musical phrase, with the bass line, and then the melody behind it, which was just a basic simple melody, and I think it was a synthesized flute, or well, it wouldn't have been a piccolo, but something along those lines, and it had a beat and a rhythm that you could tap your feet to, snap your fingers to, most definitely. Lyrical content, that's not my world. I don't dive too much into the world of rap, so I'm not quite sure where he was going with what he was saying. And those are some of my limitations when it comes to listening to new music. But I think was a good choice on Mr. Nittoli's behalf to ask me to look at this because, quite frankly, you want fresh ears on things, and especially something that's new. Now, he's an artist. He's asked another artist to sort of react to and critique his work. And so it's almost in a sense where, a painter is asking a sketch artist to critique. You've got two different things, two different types of art going on here. And it's kind of a strange feeling for me because what do I say to him? What do I say to Mr. Nittoli? I wish you the best of luck in everything that you do. The sound and the mixing was good. It was a basic song structure. The lyrical content was lost on me. I apologize for that. But it's always worth listening to new music, but because you never know what you're going to get into. You never know what's going to move you. You never know what's going to stick with you. And most definitely, hats off to Mr. Nittoli for being out there. And one of the hardest things to do is to expose yourself in an artistic way, because when we do, we open up we open up ourselves to criticism. Most of it so far has been good, and some of it isn't. And the stuff that isn't sometimes cuts a little too deep. I always applaud any artist who is willing to expose themselves and take on whatever kickback might come their way. So, Drop It Low, 3 minutes, 2 seconds long. Nick Nittoli, new song from him, from what I understand. If this is your type of music, I would suspect that you enjoy this. This is not my type of music, but I wasn't completely turned off by it, so that's a good thing. That's all I have, and I hope you guys are well, be well, stay well, and continue to do kind acts for one another.